to open by telling the mayor that you might want to consult with the city attorney on how the Open Meeting Act works. But I have many times worked with the Public Access Counselor's Office of the Attorney General. Derogatory comments are protected speech. Whatever you want to say up here is public speech, as long as it's not threatening or disrupt the meeting. Nothing that Janae did disrupted this meeting in any way whatsoever. In fact, you violated the Open Meeting Act when you repeatedly interrupted her for no reason. I mean, I understand you don't like what she has to say, but it makes you seem like you're a pretty tyrannical person. And since you're now appointing your friends to local government, that kind of, not a good look. But Good Housekeeping magazine says that you should open with a compliment before you criticize someone. So I want to say that I think Bloomington has done a great job of, from the outside, making your city appear like it's nicer and more progressive than, say, a city like Decatur. But when you really look at it, it's just a veneer. It's the same thing happening here that's happening in Decatur. A handful of petty bureaucrats who are using their positions to get their friends' jobs, their families' jobs, do whatever they can do to carry water for business owners, landlords, local elites. I mean, Ward 6 basically is operating, being taxed without representation. They sent a clear message what they wanted. You completely ignored it. You ignored the will of the council just to appoint your friend who, again, nobody wants. People want the library. They don't want this lady. They don't want some corporate bootlicker coming in here and going completely against the will of the ward. And I know that you think things like that and ignoring half the city to serve the interests of your donors is a good look for you, but it isn't. People are getting fed up. They're tired of the way that they're being treated. And eventually that veneer is going to start to really wear away. People in Decatur, Springfield, Champaign are all being contacted about the things that are happening in this city. So I would hope that you would want to put up something good for people, helpful like the library, instead of listening to people worried about it. I'll pay Jacqueline's $14 if it's that big of a deal to her. And I know that to bureaucrats like you think this is business as usual, the cronyism, the corruption. But we see it for what it is, a group of rats clinging to a sinking ship, trying desperately to get their claws on one last piece of grain before the system collapses underneath them. But people are waking up. Poor people are tired of suffering. The working class is tired of being exploited. And even the progressives and the moderates are tired of being lied to. We will have progress. We will have unity, and we will do it under the hammer and the sickle. Have a good evening.